Would you delete photos of your previous exes if your current partner asks demands you to? Why or why not? I must be the odd one out because some of my exes are still my friends and I enjoy looking back on those memories. That being said, I only keep stuff from vacations and events which usually have multiple people or important things in the background. I'd never keep personal photos of just them or somewhere mundane. I totally remove them from social media and put them in a folder if they asked me to, but I'm not going to delete my entire past out of jealousy. If I had a bad breakup, things might be different, but I've always parted on friendly terms with my exes. TBH, I'd probably do it myself anyway. Why would I want to risk bringing the feelings of a breakup back into my life? For me, it's about eliminating any possibility of regression. Not only do I want my spouse to be happy, I want to be happy myself. Assuming I forgot one, and my current spouse had a wildly negative reaction, then I'd probably have red flags going off. I just respect my partners, and myself. No need to be unnecessarily stubborn over something as trivial as an ex that you aren't with anymore, smiley face. It's weird people get so crazy about an ex. If you see no picture with an ex and it's not sexual, who cares? It was a chapter in their life and maybe they like the picture or maybe they enjoyed that fucking moment and like to look back at it. Not everyone lives on their phone or social media and deletes every single thing the second they break up with somebody. If it bothers you that much, tell them, and then when they tell you to fuck off and stay out of their phone, don't be hurt. No. A partner that demands I delete photos has a jealousy problem. I delete the current partner instead. Emo, my previous partners have shaped the person I am with my current partner. I learned to communicate clearly, establish boundaries, and handle arguments. The mistakes that I made with those people benefit this current person, and if they don't see that, then they don't accept me or trust that I don't have feelings for exes, and that's not the relationship I want. I've always just deleted them because I didn't want them anymore. Never been asked. That being said, if it were my wife, then I'd probably keep the photos. We're going on 10 years and that's a lot of my life that will always be important to me. At that point, if a new partner asked me to delete them, it would speak more to their insecurities and they probably aren't ready for a long-term relationship anyhow, so why would I permanently delete photos for someone temporary? It depends on the pictures. If they're really intimate pics, or prominently displayed, maybe. But I wouldn't get rid of all of my pics of my exes, let's say, on my social media or camera roll. Those people were a significant part of my life. I'm not going to pretend my life didn't happen nor deny their influence on who I am now. If your partner is so insecure that you have to pretend you've never dated anyone else, then I have questions. It's a gigantic red flag. No. I do not fixate on my exes, I just keep a lot of photos and memories of my past in a hard drive. Holidays, old friends, family, random stuff that I liked, quality photos from a camera, old high school phone pics. And yes, pics with ex-boyfriends. These people were part of my life and I don't see why I should erase this from my folders. Of course, I don't have them in my phone or on display, this would be super weird. Yeah. XGF yes, but spouses, especially dead spouses, no. Just don't hang up pics in a house you share with your current partner because it makes someone uncomfortable. I had a Mila who left all the old GF pics up around her house cause she knew it bothered me. Her house, yeah, but it was petty. I knew this because she hated each GF until he had a new one. Then they were great people. Didn't help solidify our relationship. I delete anything naughty and put everything else into a folder on my laptop instead of my phone. Just cause my ex was there doesn't mean that whatever happened to make me want to take a photo doesn't matter to me. Example, on my first buck season, I got a really nice size 4 point. Was super proud of it, and one of the only pics I got has my ex in it. I'm not gonna throw the whole memory away cause she was there. Nah, doing so to me only indicates that there's something there to be ashamed of, or to hide about yourself. In reality, every relationship made me who I am today, and they're all snapshots of different times in my life. Now if they had been bad breakups, that would be another thing entirely, but thankfully I've only had one of those. And those pics are sure as fuck all long gone. I will delete them out of respect for my current relationship. You have to ask yourself why you would want to keep photos of an ex anyway. Do you miss them? Does it make you happy to be brought back to those memories? Also, would you want your current partner to keep pictures of their exes? Personally, I'd want my partner and myself to be completely moved on from past relationships. No, because it is unnecessary, and it is also up to me what photos I choose to keep. If a GF is asking me to delete them, That comes from her insecurity, which is something she should work on herself and find ways to cope with it that doesn't require demanding other people change innocuous things so that she feels better. That is not fair in a relationship. No, I wouldn't delete. I had a life before meeting my husband and he knows this. I had many good memories, events and milestones in my past, and I cherished the photos of these regardless of who was in those photos with me. My husband fell in love with me for who I am today. And I am who I am today due to what I have been through in my life before. Nope. I'm entitled to my memories and the photos of them. I'd probably try to figure out the root cause of their insecurity and figure out how to support them working on that so they felt safe. But I don't enable insecurity in others. That leads to a lot more issues down the road. Friends, partners, family, it can always lead to issues. It depends on how the relationship ended and how it currently is. In my case, both my ex-laters ended civilly and remain civil and are good memories. Asking to delete images and thus memories of net positive impacts on my life would be a red flag for me in a new relationship. Obviously, if they've been toxic or negative, it would be different, not automatically. Pictures on vacation or special events, I still want to remember those times. Just a plain random picture of them I'd delete. Also depends on how long we were together. For instance, right now I'm married, being married over a decade, and we have kids together. If we were to break up, I'm not deleting those pictures. Absolutely not. I consider each relationship I had as a valuable chapter of my life. Each chapter taught me life lessons and helped me grow and mature into who I am today. One of my exes is the father of my children. What kind of mother would I be to delete his pictures? Also, none of my exes were ever a threat to my next partner. There's a hell of a lot of dumb comments here. It really depends on the prior relationship. If the ex was like a 5-month relationship I don't care about, maybe. If the ex was a wife for a long time, then hell no. My ex was my wife that just died after 18 wonderful years. I'll delete any of those old pics over my dead body. Depends on both the context of the previous relationship, how the conversation I would have with my current partner about that request goes. If it's a demand, I'm expressing my displeasure with that. If it's a request and they aren't a dick about it, I'm open to it. It's all about communication and empathy with each other. If it was an ask, I would need a justified reason and would probably just load them to a jump drive and put it in storage as to not erase a huge part of my life. If it was a demand, current partner would be told to pound sand. I do not deal with demands well, and I will not ever let another partner dictate my life. I delete 99 of pics of exes as soon as we break up. Since my last relationship though, I keep one picture of my ex. It's just a selfie. The reason is if I find myself moving too fast with someone, I look at it as a reminder of how bad things turned out. If I got in a serious relationship, of course I would delete it. If it was mutual and good as it can get, I don't need to delete like they don't exist. I'm not having feelings anymore. That's an emotional reaction, like, working yourself a bit. Now let's talk about the new person. They need to develop a little more in the emotional intelligence area. Man shrugging. He doesn't ask, even knowing the fact they were abusive. It's on my terms. I deleted them myself. He didn't delete any of his ex-wife. I truly don't think about it, because when he showed me old camping trip and pointed her out, it was so far down the FB archives it would be useless to do so. If she's an ex, I don't give a shit about her anymore and don't need her pictures anyway. I'd be glad to be asked to do it. It tells me the girl has the right mentality and we're on the same wavelength. I'd expect the same from her and would appreciate her bringing it up. To the best of my knowledge, I don't have any. On the off chance that I did, my late wife would not have needed to ask me to get rid of them. My exes are my exes for valid reasons. If I could get rid of the memories, I would. I certainly don't need visual reminders. Of course not. This is my photo, my memories, my life. If he wants me to delete parts of my past, it's because he's insecure about things that don't matter anymore or have nostalgic value. When you're old and want to look back, you'd still have photos to look at. Only if I'm dating Joseph Stalin. When that guy says Comrade Jennifer never existed, you better make sure your photo library agrees. Siberia is cold this time of year. But if I'm not dating a megalomaniacal totalitarian dictator, then no, obviously not. I would say depends. Some toxic on-off ex I've been with for a few months. For sure. Some long-term relationship that just did not work out? Probably not. They were part of my life. We shared nice memories. If I hate them, I delete them as well. Not cause it's none of your business. I wouldn't ask any boyfriend of mine to do that. Unless it was naked pictures, because I'm sure the ex doesn't want him to have them. I'd be pissed if I knew my ex didn't delete my old naked pictures. Depends. Was it a short meaningless relationship? Yeah. But was it an important relationship? No. But I wouldn't keep them displayed for so to see. I still have photos of my exes in some folder. My husband knows that and doesn't care if he demands, no. If he talks about how it makes him. But also, they're on the cloud. It's not like I'm looking for a specific picture to look at it fondly, it just comes up from Google Memories system every year or STH. Yeah, but you won't need to. I already deleted him. I'm married already. Why the hell I need to keep pictures of my ex-girlfriends for? To sit back and reminisce about them? I need space on my damn phone for these kids' videos. My ex was someone I was with from 1725. If I deleted everything I would be getting rid of photos from major points in my development. I deleted all the selfies kissy photos though. BC I don't wanna see those either. Lol. Had few handpicked pics of my exes. For jerk-off purposes only. Was made it to delete it by my wife. Was no big deal, wasn't using their pics anyways for quite some while. And also forgot it was there. I'm just out of a 6-year relationship. Before I delete the pictures from my phone, I intend to print them off and keep them. You might not be together anymore but you can erase 6 years of your life. I didn't even realize that I had pictures of my ex on my phone till recently. But unfortunately most of them are with common friends and at my graduation, so not pictures I can exactly delete.